Hey everybody, it's Cousin Shannon from Iowa. We're getting ready to celebrate Father's Day a little late. We're taking Russ away for the weekend, and I'm gonna marinate some steaks to be ready to cook tomorrow night. So I'm gonna show you how I make my steak marinade. Here you go. So in this bowl I have a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Into it, I'm going to add some zesty Italian dressing. It could be whatever your favorite one is. Probably about a half a bottle, maybe a little bit more. Might as well finish that one off. My secret ingredient, a little bit of Southern Comfort, a couple of tablespoons. That I'm going to add all my favorites. I'm going to add some cajun, it's enough for 4 steaks, so it's going to take quite a bit of seasoning. Some black pepper, some granulated garlic, some garlic salt, just to get the salt in there, because there's really more salt in garlic salt than garlic. Some chipotle seasoning. It's smoked red jalapeno. And then I'm going to add some smoked paprika, because I'm thinking the place that we rented, the Airbnb, has a gas grill, which I've never used before. So we're going to see. I always use charcoal. I'm tried and true charcoal. We'll see how it goes. So I added that smoked paprika just to give it a little bit of smoky flavor. If you smell it, it smells just like barbecue to me. I'm going to add a little bit more. And whoo, I went and got the steaks today, and the ribeyes were $19.99 a pound at my butcher, and I just couldn't swing that for 4 of them. If it was just me and Russ, I would have bought them. But we're going to use some chuck steak. The butcher had some really nice looking thick cut chuck steaks. I could have got the New York strip, but look at this, how thick that is. Really nice and marbled. That's what I like. I like the fat. So I could have got some New York strip, but they're a lot leaner than that, and we really like the flavor of the fat rendering down in there and cooking off. Gives it that so good flavor when you grill. So I just got a 2-gallon Ziploc baggie. I don't have my stand, of course. I'm going to poke some holes in the, put that over there. Just going to poke some holes on each side. Let some of that flavor from the marinade get down inside. And that's all I'm doing to the steaks. They're going to marinate overnight and into tomorrow night, because I'm grilling it tomorrow night for supper. So I'm going to do that. Let me get that in the bag, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the marinade on it. And here they are in the bag, and I'm going to pour that marinade in there. Got the marinade in there. I'm going to put it in the fridge. We're going to take them with us tonight to the Airbnb, and then I'm going to let it sit in their fridge, and then we're going to throw it on the grill tomorrow. I'll turn it every once in a while when I think about it, and that's my marinade, and that's how I did my meat this time. I will show you what else I got going. I baked some potatoes in the microwave. I poked some holes in them. I washed them, poked some holes in them. And then I'm gonna get some heavy duty aluminum foil and wrap those up, and that will continue the baking, because usually the microwave, it doesn't get everything as done as you want it to get. So I wrap it in aluminum foil and let it set for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to scoop those out and I'll show you what I do because I'm going to make some twice baked potatoes. I crumbled up some bacon and fried it, and then I put some onion in there and I rendered down the onions till they were tender. I'm going to mix that into the insides of the potatoes with some cheese, and then I'll show you what it looks like. To get the stuffing, just cut the potato in half. I cooked these in the microwave till they're tender, and then I wrapped them in aluminum foil until I was ready to deal with them. They've cooled off just a little bit, but they're still really hot.
North Korea's nuclear reactor. He didn't take it. Now we have a nuclear North Korea. I would also have the last deadline was 60 days of negotiations. Day 61 is when the bombings started from Israel. So that's an important deadline. He's in a unique situation right here. He has a very tough decision to make. But he's in a situation where you could get more peace. As he says, toughness is needed for peace. I like it how it's his spin on peace through strength. And he has to make this decision. But as you point out, he has a record of having gone after people. I call it occasional bellicosity.
I'm going to do the rest of these and then I'll show you it mixed up. So I've mixed the bacon and the onions in there, and then I'm going to throw in some cheddar cheese. I want a little more cheese than that, so I'm going to throw in some Colby Jack. Just whatever I've got in the fridge is what goes in here. And then I had some leftover French onion dip. This is the only French onion dip I like. I have to go to Missouri to get it. I went and got my granddaughter this last week and my mom, and came back with 2 tubs of my favorite French dressing. We mix that in there. And just mix it all up. I'm going to put a little bit more. Some people don't like sour cream, so they'll put cream cheese in here, which is perfectly fine too. Your kitchen, your rules, whatever you like. Yeah, I always go back and I get some of my favorite French onion dip, and I also buy Guy's potato chips because don't forget the Guys. That was a famous commercial when I was a kid, at least in Missouri, where they sold them. They're made in Kansas City. I don't know why I can't find them up here in Iowa, closer to where I'm at. But when we go through Kansas City on the way back from Missouri, I always stop and get Guy's potato chips and French onion dip. I get the barbecue potato chips, not the regular ones. So, after you mash it all together, get the cheese and the bacon and the onions in there. You just stuff the potatoes. And then I'm gonna wrap these in plastic wrap, and then when we get down to the Airbnb tomorrow night before we make dinner, I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 35-40 minutes so they can heat through. I'll probably cover them with aluminum foil. But that's how I make twice baked potatoes. I've had the potatoes baking covered in the oven for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna add some shredded cheese to the top, stick them back in the oven, and then I'll show you what we're doing with the steak. So we went into Pella today and got some jalapeno cheddar bratwurst that I got cooking on the back there. And these are the steaks that I had. I made the marinade last night. I showed you how to do that, and they've been marinating all night and until this evening. It's about 5 o'clock this evening. And I'm cooking them on almost 3/4 of the way high, I guess. It's the first time ever using a gas grill, so we'll see how they turn out. But this is what the steaks look like. Here you go, guys. This is how we're doing Father's Day this weekend.